Hello, here we are. Little break. How is the year treating you, huh? It's been strange. Well, we'll see what comes out of it. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna be here for a while, like an hour or so. The questions are gonna be taken as usual in the order they appear in the chat. I do English and Finnish, eli chatin mukaan otetaan kysymyksiä suomeksi ja englanniksi. And if you want, you can make a donation. There is instructions through PayPal, and thank you for everyone who made it. It is really nice. We also sell runes, sigils, and some artwork, como like this one. So you can contact us through email if you want one. So, fair enough. The card for the day for me was the strength. And well, I guess it came down to this, that for me, like making the comparison with this and going deeper into the card, it's kind of like sort of like one of the things I came up with was like a struggle between the human and a beast within. It's kind of eternal struggle, and in the end, if you diminish one or the other, it probably doesn't bring the best out of either one. Hello, Jasmine. So that was something. I'm good. It's dark. We have a lot of snow. Haven't slept much at some point, but I got a bit better. So coming up with some videos soon online, and keep that in posted. But yeah, it's good. It's been a strange start for a year. There was this Finnish metal guitar player dying at age 41 from Children of Bodom. Don't really know the guy or anything, but I kind of like his music. Was weird. Then another guy is quitting from Nightwish. So how about that for the music business, I guess. So it's strange. Okay, so Jasmine, can I ask how are things standing between me and Z currently? Let's see what we get. Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle. So things standing between me and Z. Jasmine Fox. Can I ask? But a little bit more, and I think now we're happy with it. Yeah, I think you are sort of in a position that is partly kind of things kind of came to this, and partly by your own doing. I would say that some kind of cycle has ended, and something to do with feelings that things in the recent past has gone to end some cycle. I would be thinking that there will be some communication between you two soon. But also I think in the future nobody seems to be willing to take any risks. But I would see that some communication could be coming up still, even if you block him. So yeah, well, in a way, if you block him and stuff, this, I guess, what is the thing between you is that this maybe the part that you have brought upon yourself, in a sense, that you have blocked him. Well, that's really good. But yeah, I see that there could be something. But yeah, something has come to an end for sure. But I still see that there is some communication, but there is no risks by anyone to be taken, and everybody's kind of holding to their own. So maybe it means that there could be some messages at the moment, like a very present moment coming through, or like some sort of a proposal of something. But I wouldn't think that there would be in the near future anything which is like really out of the, or original or something like this, or nothing that will be a really risky move in any way. So yeah, I think you are in a situation partly created by the situation itself and partly what you have created yourselves. And an advice for this situation is here. 6 of Cups. And well, you can relate it to lovers. And I think for this, if you want to for example, that this relation ends or stuff, I would keep in mind what has happened and learn from it, I guess, would be one. But this would be the advice for this situation. You're welcome. I don't know, maybe I feel a little bit, maybe I need to stretch up a little bit. It's been, I took intentionally a few days off from this and reading the cards, so maybe I need to get up to speed better here and warm up a little bit more. But yeah, we are recording some more videos. There will be good for you. Well, good workout for you. But yeah, today my card was the strength, and well, it definitely kind of like, again, brushed some cobwebs from my brain doing this, and was interesting connections that were made with this. And for example, for me, you have the beast, which the lady is. What I think is not really like even try to control, it's more like, well, here's the card still. Hello, Jenna. So, Jenna, how is my ex-boyfriend Caleb currently feeling about me? I'm good. A bit tired. Well, it depends on the situation in the end. And with the other cards about the question, it depends on everything. But in general, I think I wouldn't interpret it as a person. So, like, but it depends on many things. But I think I would interpret it to something else than just a person. I think it would be more like a, well, it depends on everything, but not straightforward like a person. It depends. So, Jenna, how is my boyfriend Caleb currently feeling about me? I'm Burger, who is Libra. So this one is for Jenna. So how is my ex-boyfriend currently feeling about me? Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle. Alright. A couple of more, I guess. Here we have this. Let's go. I think this person is at the moment, well, if he's feeling something about it, something, what he's feeling about you is he's keeping it secret. And he's not, I would say that he wouldn't bring it out. I think he's kind of in control of his own emotions. And if he would be feeling something, I think he's keeping in check. That maybe could be that he wouldn't really want to feel, or don't want to like process the stuff. But I think he's hiding it, and probably he tries to hide it from himself as well. But there could be some kind of change in this. There is something that moves him, and maybe there's something that he remembers, and it will like move, literally sort of like move him one way or the other. But at the moment, I think he's keeping his feelings to himself and not telling anyone anything, and not probably admitting anything to himself either. Yeah, but yeah, I think there, like I said, in the near future, there is something that will move him. You know, like somebody's moved by a memory or something like this. But fun enough, here's your advice for the situation. So it's sort of like a inner struggle, and can be many things. Like was just Jasmine asking. In this, I would somehow interpret you as the lady, and then you can think, what is the lion? But this would be advice in this situation for you. So you look it up. It's the strength from the rider right, and whatever you can get from this would be the advice for your situation and this. You're welcome. Yeah, I think that there was like a wands like fire card for the near future. Minor arcana for you, Jenna, in this about Caleb, and this. I think that would mean some sort of movement, feeling wise, if nothing else, if it's not physically, but like sort of like something. So maybe that is something that could lead eventually to this, what you say, that you could get back together or stuff. But near future, now it's kind of like, no, don't want to think about it, don't want to feel it, don't want to feel a thing, sort of. Okay. But yeah, we've been recording videos, and there will be more meditation thing in the channel in English, narrated by me, and also in Spanish. So check it out what we have there. So some interesting stuff and all that. But yeah, I was complaining here at some point that we didn't have snow. So now, you know, like you have the tram stop, which has like a cover, like a roof on top of it, a bus stop. It has like, I don't know, 30-40 centimeters of snow. I took the dog out, and you know, it's like, oh, well, not to my knees, but like over the ankles. And funny enough, in Spain was like what, -35 and like insane amount of snow, and it's here like 0. But a lot of snow came. It seems that it all came at the same time. Go ahead, Chrissy, ask your question. So yeah, it's winter. The winter is not coming. The winter is in here right now. Hopefully it won't get much colder. They were actually, the officials were saying that if possible for people in the like Helsinki area, stay at home. Do I being alone again this year in the, let's see what we get from this. Gonna be happy. So Chrissy, this one is for you. We just make a little shuffle here. Let's see when we're happy with it. Let's see. Well, let's see what we have in the cards, as they say. So do I again alone again this year? I hope not. I would say that what we have here is like, I think what will happen is that maybe, no, actually what will happen, it's something that is not going to be really, it comes from outside, but I think there is going to be something that changes your perspective what love is. What is the whole concept of love? And I would say that after this, and this could be happening really, really soon as well, and I would say that there's gonna be possibility for love. I think it's already like round the corner. But it requires you to, I think it then requires you to kind of like really let your idea what it is sort of like crumble. And what I would say is like, you could see someone, a charismatic person, who is not, maybe a bit of a restless person. You might have not seen this person in this light before. So I think there is possibility on this, but it depends a lot on yourself. Let's see. So in there, let's see. I would say that this person is kind of nurturing, and he's been away somehow, retreated from everything like everyone else has a lot, I guess. So I would say yes. I think it would be a kind of loving person in this. And then the place. Yeah, it could be this in Florida, but it still somehow could be a little bit hard to bump into this person or find this person. This could be related to this that how are you doing at the moment? Maybe it would need some kind of like a different like how you basically what do you do now? How do you meet people? I think this could be something that might have to change for some reason, or maybe something that actually something would bring about change to this. So let's see if we can send more. I don't get much more sense to this about this, but somehow I think in the current situation there has to be something bigger that happens so you could see this. I would say that this person is in general in a pretty good shape. Maybe there was some kind of, I don't know if he had to take a rest. Maybe he has been away, or maybe he comes back from vacation, or maybe he was being a little bit ill or something. But I think in general this person is a little bit like I think he has his, if I dare to say, he has his shit together like this. So I think he would have a job and he has pretty much everything under control. But I think he's a bit of a restless person, so he could be something that goes a little bit. It doesn't really stay put. So I think his job would be something that makes him move around the country or the world even. Is he an American? Well, let's see what the cards say about that. I wouldn't be sure that he is actually American. And no, I don't think he's fat either. I think he's a brunette, but not fat. But definitely this would be a person who I think travels a lot. And is having plans and is moving around. It's someone who cannot really stay still. Yeah. That could be it. I don't know, I get an impression of Mexico for some reason, but who knows, or Cuban. But somebody who is kind of like a, sort of like a magician of fire. Yeah, well, the point is that maybe if you are in this, that kind of wouldn't be so impossible that you would, like I said, it might be hard to find the person. Somehow it's hard to find the person in Florida. So if you move around and travel a lot, I think would be another person who does the same. So who knows? Where it might not be so impossible to kind of like counter another traveler. Well, like I said, this requires somehow that you would be somehow, I think something happens, something major happens. Like I said, you would probably, if you want to find love, I think this card suggests that you need to redefine it for yourself, what it means. And on the other hand, something outside yourself will happen and will give you a new idea what it is. And also, when I took the card that in Florida, will you find this person? I said it's going to be a little bit difficult to find him or even see him there. I think it might mean that you would have to be outside your normal circle somehow. Let's take. Yeah, I think it depends on you. Will you meet him or not? Well, this I took. Will you meet him? I said yeah, and this is the same card that what I had. Is he American? So this would be your advice also in that sense. And this guy is looking, you know, he's a magician. Basically, you can think about it as a magician of fire. It's like you said, a Latin person or like something like this. I don't know why I get especially Mexican from this. Maybe you need to go there. I don't know. This I cannot tell you. So, but he's not fat. I think he's kind of young-ish as well. And I think this also shows that you have to like broaden your horizon to meet this person. Everything is telling me this here. Maybe you need to go to talk to some guy, if you don't already. But yeah, somebody who travels, probably, or somebody who doesn't. Anyway, is someone who looks like they are really like have ants in their pants or something, that it's really difficult to stay still, and has passion and character in this. It could be seen as some sort of a king, even a king of fire. But yeah, it's funny how same cards are popping up after like shuffling the deck proper and everything. So it just gives more like sort of power to the words or what you can find from here. It just like kind of underlines the meaning of what one thought about or what one got from the cards. Sorry, I'm a little bit stretchy here. You're welcome. Yeah, hey, I was talking to you. Haha. But yeah, good luck. And yeah, the Three of Wands from Rider White, that's your advice, so whatever you can find from that, helpful. That's the thing. Thank you. But all in all, I think it looked pretty like just sort of means change. In a way, something has to change. Otherwise, what I had in the cards was pretty, what I would say, like promising for what you are seeking. If love is what you are seeking for, and not being alone in that. Remember to love yourself. All right. But yeah, there's, like I said, new videos for meditation are coming up. Other videos are coming up. We had a greeting, nice sort of music video thing for this year, where we stated whatever is coming on our part, we are ready. So here we are. Try to give advice with the cards. And there's actually one in English subtitles and one in Spanish. You can check both. And who knows what we can come up with. We have a lot of ideas. There's just limited amount of hours in a day. Sort of. But yeah, let's take another card. What we have here. Otherwise, one that has been beaten a little bit, or well, there's part of it missing, but it still works pretty well. So Rider White, and this is 5 of Swords. So it's like, could be like you insisting of winning with any cause, and then in the end, in this battle, nobody wins. Or you might be like thrown to a battle that you don't really want to be in. So it's like sort of, I guess, if you think about, for example, war, which this doesn't maybe really represent, but it's like this kind of situation that there is a battle and nobody wins. It doesn't bring good things to anyone. And well, that's some thoughts about this. So it's kind of being stubborn about something and insisting on something. How about? Hello, Maximiliano. Welcome. Welcome to the... Yeah, it's my first session in 2021. And then yet another one. A Page of Cups. Well, this traditionally can be a young person, depending what you're thinking, where is that in the reading. About feelings, or it could be a message, not in a bottle, but in a cup, sort of. And the water is flowing on the background, but this dude is looking at the cup, which has a fish in it and everything. And I think it's about that he would just turn and move, and then he becomes sort of like the knight in a shining armor, Knight of Cups. Okay, let's see what we have in the cards for you, Maxi. So, Maxi, I would like to know if they are going to hire me for the UNHCR company that I applied to work. Let's see what we have here. So, Maximiliano, this is for you. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking first that it's like United something Red Cross, I don't know. Okay. New Aknur company hire Maxi. Let's see. Are you happy with the shuffle? No. Well, damn, I would have to say no. What I have in this is would be something that it, for me, is that hello, Nerissa West. So yeah, Maximilian, I think for me it looks like no. I would have to say that it looks a bit improbable. I think it would come also a bit of a surprise, because I think I would see here that the interview has gone well. And I think somebody is playing something a little bit not nice in this one. Hola, Gabriel. But I see still movement, so I would say that if you take from this experience what you can, and I think even like if you take sort of a stand, if you don't get the job, that will bring about some good movement. I think there would be that you will be able to find another job in the near future, or there's another possibility and movement in the job sector. But I would have to say what I see here is no. I wouldn't really want to say yes. But I will give you also advice for this whole situation, which would be here. Four of Wands. So whatever you can find from this would be for this job and related. And like I said, I would say that this looks a little bit like this was not what will happen, but this would somehow, if you somehow take a stand with this, and then that will lead to something else. Okay? So let's see what we had here next. So Nerissa next. And good beginning of the year to you too, Gabriel. All the best. So, Nerissa West is Ivia and I seeing someone else, loving someone else. Okay. Nerissa, we'll see what we have in the cards for you next. And after Nerissa, then Andrea. So someone else. Nerissa. Very happy with the shuffle. So this one is for Nerissa. Nerissa West. Seeing someone else. Loving someone else. Let's see. I think this person I don't think is necessarily seeing or loving someone else, but he's kind of biding his time, and I think he could be like bit eyeballing his options. And I think this person is a little bit impatient. I think he is feeling at the moment that he doesn't really know, would he be, when there is a church service, will he be the people, beggars outside the church, or the people who are inside the church? He will be without shoes in the snow, that he wants to make sure somehow that he's not missing in anything. But at the moment, I would say pretty much no. I don't think he's loving someone else or seeing someone else. That's what I see here. But in the near future, that could change. Or there will be something that comes to a conclusion. So either it's maybe if he's now sort of like observing his options and thinking what he wants to do, that could come to this, that basically he decides that you are the one, or then you are not the one. So basically somehow the tide will change in the near future. So I think in that sense you will find out what he's up to. And for you, an advice would be this, would be Three of Cups. So this is advice for Nerissa West in your situation. Three of Cups, Rider White. So whatever you can find from this, obviously looks like they are celebrating something. So I don't know, enjoy the moment. Could be related to the, for example, Empress as well. So, but in the end, doesn't matter. Whatever you can find from this card would give you some advice for your situation. You don't have to know the meanings, not whatever you can see from here, whatever helps, whatever associations comes, that would give some food for thought in the situation. Okay, Nerissa, that was for you. And then, Andrea. What are his intentions towards me? So Andrea Listova. Sorry. I need better glasses, I think. You're welcome, Nerissa. And by the way, hey, if you like what you hear, see, if you like our channel, you wanna know when we're on, subscribe. And also, hey, there's instructions. We have PayPal. You can make a donation. It's not mandatory, but we do appreciate it. It's not like I'm saying that we don't appreciate. No, okay, what am I saying? Sorry. Next, Andrea Pliskova. Hi, what are his intentions towards me? Let's see. Andrea is next. Yeah, I was supposed to make this some kind of joke that I'm not saying that it was the ancient aliens, but it was the ancient aliens. So it's like, I'm not saying that you should make a donation, but you should make a donation. Okay. What are his intentions towards me? Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle and enough with the nonsense now. So, Andrea, this is for you. Let's see. I think this person had tried to make some gesture towards you, like a kind of fiery thing, you know, like dramatic and everything. But I think either you didn't notice it quite, or he feels that he didn't get enough attention because of this. And that is bringing about, like, I think this is something that is kind of changing his view, and I see a really big change in him in the near future as well. And that he's kind of either transforming or changing. The person is like changing, maybe something that is different than you thought. So his intentions towards you, I think he thinks that he was trying to make some move, or he was trying to have some gesture towards you, but he feels that you didn't see it, or he didn't appreciate it. And this is what he feels. Of course, it can be whatever in that sense. But I think that this is a bit of a game changer for him. So I could see that he could be also like moving on from you to something else, or something happens that he's not under his control, and there's gonna be change in his behavior. And like I said, like even the person could seem like totally different in that sense. So I think he had intentions towards you, but he feels that you didn't appreciate his intentions or his gestures. So I think he's a little bit pissed. Advice. 10 of Wands, Rider White. So Andrea, this is advice for your situation. This could be related to many things. Obviously, you can see the guy is, or the person is carrying a lot of things. And this is the fire, so it's about passion and all that. So whatever you can get from this gives you further advice for your situation and gives you food for thought, what to think and how do you want to act in and all that. Oh, actually, to Andrea, I will still add that I think this person might have kind of honorable sort of intentions towards you, and but I think now he's gonna stand his ground also after some kind of gesture he's made, and he's estimating the situation soon after. But at the moment, yeah, I think he feels neglected a little bit upset. Not like extremely, but that can lead to like bigger things in the near future. Hopefully that makes sense for you. But anyway, there was the advice as well. Advice as well. And yeah, we're gonna send one sigil or sigil, which I thought sigil, and we were, I think, with Gabriel talking about it, and I was like, what? Because I've been hearing from a Spanish person that with an H, not with a C, with a G. But yeah, there's gonna be one sigil soon to be shipped to United States from here, from the north. So yeah, we make runes, we make sigils. If you want to have a private reading, more in depth, or if you want to ask a question some other time through WhatsApp, you can contact us through there, send us an email, we'll give you some more info. If you want to give feedback, want to ask anything, God knows what it is. We so far been able to answer everyone. So drop us an email at dstonerocks@hotmail.com and you get more info, you get an answer. You know, you can ask what is the meaning of life, and I will tell you 42. And there is funny thing about that, what that actually sort of is. When I was checking something about from Kabbalah to, I don't know, numerology and to whatever, was kind of, I never thought about it. I was thinking it was just a cool answer in the Hitchhiker's Guide to Galaxy, but there is something behind that which was a bit surprising. Now I kind of fail to remember what the hell it was. I will tell you the next time, so you better stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's take another card for 7 of Cups would be this one. So for some reason, when I remember doing this, I was thinking that it kind of presents that you have an illusion of a choice. That you kind of have this lofty idea that you have a lot of choices there to be made, for example. But in the end, they are just in the cloud, so sort of maybe there is not really that much of choices to be made in the end as well. In the end. But that's some reflection from that. So I'm gonna be here a little while still, and then it's off to sleep for me. Hopefully we are not buried by the snow completely. But yeah, the officials were saying that in the southern Finland it's gonna be packed with snow, And we do get snow here, and it's kind of up north. Hey, come on. Santa Claus lives in Finland, in Korvatunturi, and there is a lot of snow sometimes here, but the officials were saying that if you don't have to go anywhere, please stay home. They have problem clearing the roads now and everything, so it's been really, like the snow came down like, I don't know, like a mother hugger or something like this. It seems to be all here, and well, oh, it's still kind of snowing a little bit, so there is more where that came from. Oh yeah. Well, we get to go to Tulkintaa, sledding, just one small hill in front of the house, and with my small daughter, it's nice, and she loves the snow. She's been there on her face, on her knees, crawling, swimming, running, falling. She loves it. And hot chocolate after that. It doesn't hurt, right? And yeah, about the rules and stuff. Here's an example. Hopefully you see something hand carved. All the stones are unique from our travels. And you get it on a string. I have this hanging for me. Rune of mouth. And many other things. And who knows, maybe in the future we will do some readings with this as well. With runes. We can also make you just a piece of like art, a carving, which doesn't have to sort of mean anything. Or we can make the sigil or sigil. But if you want dstonerocks stones, drop us an email at dstonerocks@hotmail.com. Now I think I said it enough many times already. Yeah. So let's have another card, and that would be Ace of Wands. So that would be an opportunity, and Ace being fire, so that can be passion, that can be related to creative things. It can be just like a really something which is handed from the future in a way, and it's like a raw idea, and all the aces are like the raw potential of the suit, this being the wands and fire. So let's move it here and here and back really fast. So it's definitely something which has great potential, for example, among other things. And then, somehow these are not my favorite cards, these ones. Like the 10 of swords, 9 of swords, and you see somebody who is losing sleep over something. It's something that is like kind of reached almost its culmination point or the climax of something, or anticlimax in this maybe. But somebody's waking up in the night, you have the swords there on the wall. It doesn't look like a very pleasant scene in general. But I guess it comes down to this in the end also, that things sort of look worse than they actually are, and in our heads, in our minds, we make them worse than they actually will be. I think, at least for me, it's been many things, especially in the far past, that I was kind of going through things on my head, and then I made it 10 times worse. And then when you just kind of show up wherever the hell you needed to do, it's gonna be much easier. But this is something, of course, it also, this is being a 9, and 10 would be sort of end of the cycle also in this. 9 would be the hermit, and well, you wake up alone in the night with your thoughts and stuff like that. Might not be so pleasant. But in the end, even in this card, there is hope, because it's sort of like the night before you have to go to the whatever the unpleasant thing, for example, in the morning you would have to do. So it's about to be completed, the whole matter. So that's something. So there is, and although all the cards are really not negative or positive, and people asking, many have asked, what does some card mean? Well, it has sort of fixed meanings. You can, and you should get the meaning depending what is asked in what kind of like a, what kind of like now I fail to remember the really basic English word. What kind of like crowd it keeps, what kind of friends it has surrounding it, basically meaning that what other cards are there, what is the question, and it's really like the whole card business, at least for me. But I think there is 78 cards. You can learn like this means okay, fight, and this would mean oh yeah, lot of drinks and happy family, and then this would be something else. I don't know. But in the end, it's like the complete picture what you get from it, what gives you this. So if you get the death, well, it can mean death. Probably it would mean some kind of change, and it could mean some kind of thing that is inevitable, for example. And well, I was doing the death. I was doing the death. I was doing the card of death. That's also really dramatic, actually. But anyway, I was doing this, and then sort of like you need death for life. Is there life without death? And all that. And in the end, fear of life is the most probable cause of death, right? Or like fear of life is the most probable cause of untimely death. So basically, that was actually when, now I fail to remember everything that there was, but there was a lot of things when I was doing the death card. And that gave, I have to go back to my notes a little bit and refresh my memory. So at the moment, I am about to sign off, so I didn't take any list, but if you have a question, I will take it and give you what is in the cards. Exina Maldonado. Yes, so hit me with your question. We have at least time for that, and then I have to be off. Let's see, how does Steven feel about me now that our friend Anthony blocked me? Let's see. I will take even a super photo of this. How does Steven feel about me now that our friend Anthony blocked me? Let's see, we make the shuffle and see when we're happy with the shuffle. What does Steven feel about me now that our friend Anthony blocked me? Okay. What does Steven feel about me? Take here. I think he. For me, I would say that this was some kind of definitive thing for Steve. I would say that Steve is kind of like wants to toast with you. So I think he feels, for me, I get this, that he feels good about you. I think he would think that Anthony was the problem and not you. So I would say that I think he thinks that you did the right thing with this, and in the near future the situation kind of will be floating, and there is not gonna be sort of like a resolution for this, and he's gonna be a little bit like, but at the moment, like maybe he in the near future he will be a little bit thinking like. Yeah, I would think so. What I see in here, and I would even think I would go even as far as say that this was some matter that was maybe not such a small thing either. Sorry, yeah, I get besides myself. Uh, like that's yeah, okay. Mm, like I said, Stephen feels that you did the right thing, and this was something like this was not a minor thing in general, but somehow this situation is gonna be in the future, like hanging between heaven and earth. So I'm not sure if whatever you block this person, I don't know if this just blocking him will solve the situation in itself. So somehow this matter will be, at least the near future, is like somebody needs to change their perspective to solve this. But I think this matter between this person or this person is gonna be hanging about. Mm. Oh, sorry, yeah. I'm sorry. I've been doing this for a while. I'm a bit tired, so concentration is not at my best. But anyway, the point being that this matter still, okay, he blocked you, fine. Nevertheless, the matter is like remains sort of unsolved for me. Even though I get this, what I get from the car is that this was not a minor thing. Still, I don't think somebody just said one wrong word in a way or something like this. No, joder. Well, that is rather unfortunate state of affairs. Let's see what we get more from him. I think he will. I would say he will. And there will be some sort of fresh start and people are looking at this. But for the near future, I think this is just like, I guess it needs some kind of handling the situation in the end. But I think he will. I don't think this will be permanent state of things. And I think it's seen in new eyes. I see a new start here, and I think anything is possible after this matter is solved, if it can be solved. But I would say that it can, and it will. And I think he will unblock you. And if not, I think there will be still possibilities to solve the situation. Yeah. Well, that sounds with some kind of life experience myself, being over 40. Horrible, is it? No, no. So, but what I saw on the cars, the impression that I got, I took a few more for the conclusion. So I would say that there is a very big possibility that he will unblock you, and this matter can be solved and will be solved, and anything is possible after this. Like that, this is not an end of a friendship, but it could take a while. Thank you, I suppose. Maybe it's the beard. But yeah, okay, hey. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for showing up on our channel. Exina Maldonado was the last one for the night. Now I shall go to sleep and smoke one cigarette before I do that. But hey, one more time. I'm not saying that you should subscribe, but you should subscribe. Well, like if you like the channel, subscribe. There's information in the description. Send us an email. Give us a donation if you feel like it. If you have it in your heart. I'm not saying that you wouldn't have it in your heart, but you should have it in your heart. Okay, enough. It's time to sign off. Hopefully the year will continue in a nice way. I will try to be back tomorrow. So, see you in the future.